Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I am Travis. It is Wednesday, and it looks like we have Adam Pac-Man Page out there with Zoolander. What's his name? MJF.
MJF.
MJF. He's some goofy bastard. I can't
Right.
Probably should put my earpiece in, but it's too loud.
I'd have to turn mine down too.
It
comes on.
Well, I turned the bass up there. There's a volume on that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You can go up to 15, and it starts at 6, and I turned it up to 10. And so
it's funny because it makes our stuff go really loud.
Right, which is nice to be able to hear it. Looks like March 9th's their next pay-per-view for AEW. What's this bullshit about him changing colors with his little B word?
Who's a B?
MJF. What you looking for?
I'm just trying to get that so it doesn't pull on that. Right there.
Right now, just do it.
I had to, so I could move it back. Sorry. I know you don't like it.
Yeah. I don't speak poor.
He doesn't speak poor. That's funny and weird.
Isn't that like Section 8?
I don't know. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think that's what poor is.
Yeah, but not everywhere.
Section 8's everywhere.
I know, but there's
poor
different
do.
dialects of Section 8.
World champion.
Anyways, Walter is in the chat. P. Cole is in the chat. Jacob and Jean is in the chat. Hey, Jacob.
Hello.
Walter says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. AEW Dynamite. My meeting got canceled for next Wednesday. Oh,
wow.
So didn't win bingo, Daphne. Maybe next week. Okay, at 9 I'm going. I'll be here Monday for Raw. Friday is movie night.
Any good movies out there?
And then, what movie are you going to see, Walter? Do you know? Picola says, hey, Gab Gang.
Hey.
Jacob says, yo, friends, how you been? Pretty good, Jacob. How you been doing?
Yeah, I beat him, he said.
With a stick.
His beautiful diamond ring. Probably that loser across the ring from you. Pac-Man.
It was you, Jessica. Just kidding.
Sixth time. No one else has ever won that ring.
Just need it a little bit further
If you want
away.
it there,
so
then
it
it'll
wasn't
slide
right
under. See?
What?
See what it hits is that little box.
Right.
But if it's back there, you can just push it away.
Well, it's supposed to go out to the edge.
It
back
is
there, so it's
Oh,
around
that
the
edge?
box.
It's fine.
Well, I don't want it that close up to my feet. I put my feet up there.
It's a good idea.
So now it's in the way of my foot.
It's a great idea.
You're a dumb idea.
I don't know if I was an idea.
Whatever.
That might not have been planned. I'm just saying. I was probably like
It's a good thing he knows his name.
a forced drunken encounter.
You think?
Probably.
Picola says we got some AEW
I'm not a bastard, though.
originals.
was-
No, you're not.
I was born under wedlock.
Originals starting off. Yeah, Picola. Originals. Janelle's in the chat says, hi, hello. Jacob says, pretty good, dealing with snow and bad cold weather. Yeah, it's been pretty yucky in a lot of places.
It's getting warmer here, so it's like flood plain. Like the bayou. Like swamp.
Not like the floods I've seen.
Ours is just as bad as anybody else. Have you not seen our front stuff?
Have you seen some of the videos coming out of Detroit?
I don't. Detroit. Oh, I already know how bad Detroit is.
So I don't know if it's because of snow, rain, or like an underground water main burst or something. But like they have like this.
Flint, Michigan, just like water all over the
Well, so they have. So like there was a video this person took the day before, and it was just water,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like up, like to, like, if you took my car out there and took the water almost up to the hood. That's how far up it is on a lot of the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So all the way in the street and up to people's houses. And so it's a good thing they have houses like we have downtown where you have, like, the steps that go up. Or like our house, how the steps go up to the front door instead of being, like, directly with the... So you go up, and it started freezing. So the next day, they, like, showed pictures of it after that. And it's just completely ice. And people, they don't have power. So it's just ice. And then, like, it started making car alarms go off. So there's just car alarms, like, just going off.
Dead batteries. And
so people were like, yeah, make sure you don't buy a car from South Detroit, a used car from South Detroit because of the water damage. Because they'll do that. Not them specifically, but...
humans.
Yeah, they're not supposed to resell those kind of vehicles, but they will. Anyways, Jacob says, pretty good dealing with snow. Oh, tomorrow's supposed to be like -10. Ugh. Yeah, we had some cold stuff around here. It wasn't quite that cold, but yeah, it's been pretty bad. I guess Montana's been like -40 in some parts of it.
January, February weather there, though.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, it's been pretty crazy. Sophie says, hi, bye, see you Friday night. All right, bye, Sophie. Hopefully you're taking some time.
Hopefully you're doing okay, sweetie. Do you feel it? No, that's not true.
Oh, no, I don't. I have a lot of hate. Discontent. Loathing. What the fuck was that kind of laugh?
Do you love you? Like the 8 people there, like, I was just giggling.
She laughed really loud. That would be me. Like, that's what would happen. I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk because they would hear me everywhere in the whole vicinity. I'd be like... Ooh, not Christopher Daniels. Who's that guy?
Now all of a sudden he's a baby face.
Now all of a sudden he cares about somebody? Did he die? Did he die?
No, he's the guy, Christopher Daniels. He was the GM for a while. Remember? And then he finally had the match, and then Adam took it from it. Like, I could never wrestle again. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now we're back here.
We are back here.
And watching wrestling. Why is he taking care of wrestling?
I don't know, but this is a boring promo.
Oh, I know, but why is he talking about somebody that's not relevant?
I don't know.
He did this. He is the
best of us!
He's the best we've ever seen.
He's so amazing, his bestness and stuff and whatnot, and yay for us all. So weird.
Fallen angel.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
No thanks.
Why are they so weird? Did you try that one to see if it worked? The Voldemort?
Yeah, that's all those lights on.
Nice. Is she not muted?
Just don't say bliss.
It's got the syphilis. Sophie says, hope you have a good Dynamite. We might. I don't know. There's some weird...
Right now it's...
weird stuff going on. Did you hear what it... Some kind of weird...
Yeah, they have to cut the swear word.
Oh, is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was something else
going
on.
Instead of just
beeping it or
mute.
They're like, let's make a sound.
Mm-hmm. They did it earlier with the cowboy shit. It was cowboy.
Now they're kicking shit?
Yeah, they're kicking shit.
Good God. So dumb.
I'm going to try to do it every time you swear.
See how well See how long it takes you to not have a mouth. And you'll be like, I don't know why my throat's so sore.
I do it with my tongue. Now it needs to get loose.
Pico says, I guess he gets respect, but Chris Daniels' career was pretty mid.
Yeah. But he gave a part of himself for the industry. We like you.
We like you. Is that what she said?
Somebody said it, yeah.
That's funny.
Woo!
Whatever, you're so full of poo-poo.
I feel like he's lying to us right now.
I feel like all he does is lie. I think you're lying right now, sir. Lying.
I don't like that we can hear individual people talk.
I know, it's creepy.
That means the crowd is what they call dead.
Ooh, not the deadness.
I think I might just yell, no one cares. Go the fuck away. Can we start wrestling?
Look at that link.
Is that from that guy?
Yeah.
You're gonna do it now? Your text?
No, I was just going...
What the fuck?
I was thinking of not doing it. I was thinking about it while I was sitting here going through emails, and I was like, oh, because I don't want to do it on my phone. I was like, oh, I should probably do it on the computer maybe, right?
Email it to yourself.
So I was like, I should probably email it.
Did you just get an email? Isn't that an email? Or is that text?
Yeah, it's through an email, but I don't think I can log... I don't remember how to log into that email.
Fuck. I'm the same way. I'm always like...
All my Yahoo ones are like auto login, so I'm just like, oh, fucking no.
It's been 5 years.
So I had to make like Gmail ones. So I would have like, oh my, so I like...
I'm in the same boat.
So I could have a password, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I
Child?
remember. Pickle's like, please. I just want somebody to like poison me or something right now. This is so dumb.
Oh, there it is again.
Pickle says these bums weren't in Australia, so how come we have to be punished tonight? They probably couldn't make it because they were probably denied entry.
Okay, no, and they didn't because it was for Australians or Japanese.
Well, I find that offensive. Offensive! I find it completely offensive.
I find everything offensive.
I do. I have realized that the offensive offended people are correct in being offended by everything.
You should dye your hair blue.
Can't. I have to have a job.
No.
Hurry up and do tech stuff so I can just be whatever I want, and then it won't matter if my hair is blue or purple or pink.
You'll be doing like one of those Zoom calls. I'll be like, you're like, hello. All bubbly and shit. They'd be like, why do you have blue hair?
I would never pick blue, by the way.
Would you get one of those giant nose rings?
Ew, God, no.
Like
I couldn't.
the bone
No.
sticks out to like here.
I couldn't even pierce my nose. Like, it just sounds gross.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in all reality, it just sounds
I
good.
just feel
No
like
matter
my
what.
boogers
Like,
would be on it all the
here
time.
or here or anything. Like, it would drive me nuts. I would constantly think I had something booger in my nose. Constantly. Couldn't do it.
I got no problem being the bad guy. Uh-oh, they're taking off their clothes.
Oh my
It's a striptease!
God!
Magic
Yuck!
Mike!
Gross! Blech.
What, are they not supposed to touch each other?
I have no idea what's happening.
Like, MJF's a bigger man. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? The new guy doing the mic stuff.
Is it that one guy that Chris talks about? That's Sockface.
No, it's not.
Yeah. That's not.
Maybe he's got a cold, so he sounds a little different.
Sockface is talking.
That's
in there.
Sockface there.
Well, he was talking before you said, no, it's not, but it was him. That's Sockface. He talks the most.
I know who Sockface is.
Are you sure? Because he's talking!
That guy.
Is it the Daniels guy? Not Daniels.
Why wouldn't Paige start hitting innocent people? What a coward.
Oh my god, I thought he was supposed to be a good guy. What a loser, liar
He's
face.
doing coward shit. Oh, there's
Hey,
Daniels.
here's Daniels. Oh! It's your buddy. He's your friend. There's your daddy. Hey, this is great. You can hear all the fucking retards in the audience. This is going to be perfect. Check out.
I feel like I'm watching TNA wrestling from like 1997.
This sounds like the audience are talking about ball hair. They're all chanting ball hair.
Ball hair.
Ball hair right here. Ball hair right here. Brandon Stevens in the chat. Hey, Brandon says wrestling guy. Hey, man, how's it going? People's like, so that's an ROH announcer, Ricky Ichabodi? Something like that.
Oh, nice. Ichabod
Ricky
Crane.
Ichabod?
Ichabod Crane.
It's Ichabod Crane.
I don't hate him, but why is he here? Because Tony's gone or something? Why did they need 4 announcers?
Taz, Tony, Sockface, and the new guy.
Is Tony there too?
I have no idea. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know.
I mean, it'd be cool if they got rid of Sockface.
God, I wish they would get rid of him. He talks so much.
Hobbs and Bill tonight, huh? That won't be the main event.
All he does is talk.
Oh, the Ops.
Oh, for the
Did they
love
let them just pick their own shit?
Oh my fucking god, I hate this so bad.
So Megan Bain already has a main event type match in her second match.
Chris Statlander.
Why would you
Hi,
not
kitty
keep
cat.
having her wrestle nobodies for a
What are
minute?
you doing? You look angry.
Huh?
You wake up from your nap?
Yeah, dog's probably cuddling with him.
Why?
He's like, "You don't
The dog was
understand."
in his bed. He was
Oh.
on your blinky out there. Don't give me that weird look. You like that, huh?
Grand Slam wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. Did you watched it, didn't you? Did you watch that great? Grand Slam?
The Australia crap?
Yeah.
I was in the vicinity of your person watching that poop shit on Saturday.
I was just upset
But
that
I didn't really pay much attention.
Harley Cameron should have won. But at the same time, if they're going to continue the feud, then it's okay.
We talked about the ring being so small and how stupid it was,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then how dumb Tony Khan is because he didn't do it. And then we
Look
watched
how
this
cute
part.
she looks with her hair in front of her face.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she's
Look at her fly! Hey, stop that. I don't like it.
her face isn't
Birdie.
the prettiest face in the planet.
No, it's not.
It's not
it's
hideous
okay.
by any means. It's just not the prettiest face.
And then they had that.
I don't remember this.
Anyway, Sophie's like, Ricky Saint, funny name.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
leaving.
People will
But yeah,
get
that is
used
a
to
funny
it,
name.
but it's silly. No matter what, he's going to just be the pebble.
Yeah, that guy's a moron. Vindicators in the chat. Hey, Vince says, what's going on in warm and toasty Idaho? Yeah, that's pretty warm out there, like 30 degrees
It was
and
in
stuff.
the
you
30s.
know?
It melted some ice today.
Snow. We're supposed to get some more snow.
Hell yeah, it was snowing earlier.
Sophie says, did you hear Netflix wants to buy the Fox NBC NFL package so they can stream NFL football games?
Well, that would be cool. I don't know.
Just what everybody wants. Another stupid streaming service they have to pay for to watch their games.
I don't know
Fuck them.
if I can't think of his name right now. His name's like Blake Maverick or something. But anyways, I don't think he would sell it because that's his whole point of owning his company. Like, so when I was at Arizona State, he came and talked to us. and he was awesome. He was younger at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was their whole thing, was they just wanted to get their foot in the door, which they did, and that was in Living Color, The Simpsons, and Married with Children. That was their only 3 shows they had. They didn't have anything else.
Right.
And they would just buy like 3 hours of like in a 2-hour television slot on ABC, I think it was, but it could have been NBC. And that's how they became a channel until they had enough money to buy an NFL game. And they just started with 1 game. And back then the games weren't like billions like they are now.
No, right, yeah.
And then, and that's 1 a week. And once they could do that, then they became a channel, and then Fox is Fox. Everybody knows what Fox is now, but that's kind of how it started.
Oh. Piccola says, oh, his name is Ian Riccaboni. Well, I'm still calling him Ichabod.
Ichabod.
Ricky
wicked.
Ichabod. Ricky Icky Ichabod.
Is he going to be around for a while?
Sophie says they announced... Excuse me. Sorry. Sophie says they announced Double or Nothing in Arizona in May, so they won't be going to Vegas for 6 straight years.
That's okay.
And Sophie says HBK did say he has 1 or 2 more matches in him.
Oh, Lord.
That guy needs to just go get his eyes
No,
fixed.
thank you.
Yeah.
I would rather see Nia Jax wrestle freaking Shayna Baszler. Oh, God.
I would rather see an antelope being eaten by a lion.
I saw an antelope.
And then feel bad about it.
I saw an antelope getting eaten by an eagle.
An eagle? Like a baby antelope?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was on his back.
Oh.
And he was walking around, and he's being eaten alive. It was pretty sad.
That is sad.
But it's still better than freaking cross-eyed boys.
Vindicator says it's shocking to see Hangman as a babyface with the crowd these days. He was not even a babyface. He attacked all of the
security.
Stop it.
They're just trying to
Go
support
away.
their family.
No. Oh my god, no. Oh no. Life is hard. Oh no.
Potassium.
Oh my god, no. Vindicator says it's oh, I read that. Piccola says it was pretty fun, that show. And then Chris says, hey, Travis and D. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Vindicator says, but yeah, Chris versus Megan should have been saved for Revolution. No.
Anything else, right? Maybe they can still do it. WWE would pull it off. I just don't know if AEW can pull it off with their booking. But if you start the match and then have it just a shitty ass no decision, dude, just because you're scratching me.
Yeah.
Ow. I'll rub it, but you can't scratch it. That's how you lose fur. You're too cute for that. It's like dead.
Yeah.
He's like,
You gonna come back so I can tell you not to do it too? Don't do it. Don't do it. There you go.
it was the side face.
I know.
Okay. Lift with your back.
Oh my god. You know what happens if you do that and then you get old? You poop your pants. Just so you know.
In the shower? When you
No,
sneeze?
just when you're trying to lift stuff.
You just shit.
You just shit your pants.
That's from...
From not with lifting with your back instead of your knees when you get old. Don't do it.
Is that what they said?
No, but somebody was making fun of it on the internet. I don't know if that would happen.
You know what is science back that I did not know? You know when you shake a pop can, what causes it to explode?
Pressure?
No.
Under pressure?
Under pressure. No, like, so if you take pop and pour it into a glass, a clear glass, you will see that there's bubbles and they stick to the imperfections on the glass on the side. Well, that's what happens in the can.
Oh.
So when you shake it, there's a whole bunch of bubbles stuck to the sides. And so when you open it, the air allows those bubbles to expand.
Oh.
And then that forces the soda out.
So pressure.
No.
Pressure.
But,
under pressure.
But if you go around the can, so a lot of people, you'll see them tap the top.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. But if you tap the sides, like you would on a glass, it'll raise all those bubbles to the very top. And then you can open it.
And that won't explode in your face.
It can't because all the air's at the top. It won't push soda out. If anything, it would push it down and then back up. But it doesn't. I watched a thing on, like, not Mythbusters, but it was kind of like a Mythbusters. Look at Adam Cole building the gut!
Did he almost choke on it? He
Adam.
did. He almost choked.
Look at Adam Cole's arms, baby! That's really happening. Adam Cole's been hitting the gym. Look at him all swollen shit.
So weird.
His arms are about the same size as Renee Paquette's, but they're sculpted. Look at him. That's what a specimen looks like. Lex Luger, eat your heart out. Brock Lesnar, second place. Bobby Lashley, you ain't shit.
Let's see. Sophie said, did you hear about more planes having accidents? No. And the reason why you're seeing so many of them now, Sophie, is because they're putting them in the news because they think they have something.
Okay, well, first of all,
Stuff has always happened.
Those two pilots flipped the plane upside down on the runway. It's not like it was like some big old crash.
Yes. Vindicator says, hopefully my baby Mariah gets to challenge Mercedes win that title. Sure. I doubt it.
That's not happening.
That's not going to happen. The Quitter Pants, made sure that she could never relinquish any of her titles. So good luck with her ever not having one because she's a piece of crap. She's like, I don't want anybody else to have anything. Me. It's all about me. Piccolo says, okay. Anyway, happy for Tony as new champion. Vindicator says, Storm upcoming promo got the biggest pop of the night. So he says the New York baseball station also starting their own streaming service, but it won't have every game. If Netflix does get the rights to the NFL, wonder what that means for NFL deal with Amazon Prime. Doesn't mean anything.
Nothing.
Netflix won't get it because they don't have enough money to buy it.
Well, they have plenty of money.
Yeah,
but
not enough to buy it. They'd have to get rid of some of their other projects.
Why would Fox want to get rid of the Super Bowl? Do you know how much money you make from commercials on the Super Bowl alone?
Yeah.
Every commercial is like $7 million.
And I'll tell you this much right now, that the FCC would step in and be like, yep, nope, you can't have a conglomeration of it all the time.
They could sell Fox to them if they
No,
want to.
that wasn't just, it wasn't just Fox!
Okay, it's the only thing that they want from Fox.
It's Fox NBC. It's a lot more than just Fox. That's two big things that hold NFL.
Right. If NBC wants to sell, they can. If Fox wants to sell, they can. But they're not going to get both. There's just no way. That would be billions.
People says, I need some caffeine. No, not the caffeine. Chris says, me versus Megan Bain. Yes, please.
Who's next?
Michael Cole said he signed another 8-year contract with the WWE. Raw wasn't that bad this past week. It went by fast. Chris says, I'm going to join my softball team here at HEB, but the thing is, I don't know how to play. I'm sure it's like baseball, only with a softball. There's a couple different rules.
Yeah, none that matter. If you know how to play baseball, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Literally. Softball is so fun. And they have different levels. Just playing like a beer league. That shit's fun as fuck. Like, you gotta hang out.
He's gonna join the one at his work.
Oh, is it co-ed?
Must be. It would have to be.
The co-ed ones are fantastic. You just have to make sure that they know that you don't know how to play. Because they don't want to put you at, like, shortstop or third base.
Yeah.
Or first base. As the balls fly at your face 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, those softballs can go pretty fast.
Yeah. They have a special sound to them as they whip towards you, and it kind of can freak you out a little bit.
Sophie says there's a rumor that the WWE might book AJ Styles versus Finn Balor at WrestleMania for the first time ever, even though we saw it a couple times.
Oh yeah, everything's a first time ever. I guess that Valkyra or whatever, she's the first ever champion from South America, which is horseshit. There's been other champions from South America in the WWF.
Oh no, Travis.
But first ever, and that's fine. Look at that chop. That'll take your head clean off.
Chris says we basically train until it's time for a one whole day tournament of the Houston stores to see who wins.
Oh,
NXT was a must watch last night, man. Hardy's coming to NXT next week, and Moose is having a match against Lexus King, aka Brian Pillman Jr. next week for TNA X Division title.
Yeah, Brian Pillman's gonna get his ass handed to him.
How did they do? Didn't you say he was on there last night and went up against Obafemi or something?
He didn't go against him. He came out and challenged him.
Oh. So he says, I heard Moose finally showed up in NXT. Chris says it's also going to be freezing tonight till tomorrow afternoon. Ooh, burrs.
That's cold.
Kiko says, what a lame ass name. Ichabod? Ricky Stain? I mean, Strain?
What?
Saint. That's it.
Either way, doesn't matter. He's always just the pebble.
He's going to be a Stain.
He's not relevant enough to give another name to.
It's either that or the Ops is a dumb name, which I agree. That's lame. Sophie says there is no news if the Super Bowl is part of Netflix wanting it. It only says most of the NFL games. Vindicator says, sad to see Joe lower himself to pal around with Hook with some lame group named the Ops. But I know he is doing it as a favor for his buddy Taz.
It's goofy.
Chris says, yes, there will be girls on the team. Sophie says, with WWE being on Netflix, you kind of have a feeling that Netflix wants to get almost every type of sports. The Super Bowl does change channels every year.
It does. But each channel, all of the big ones that own football rights, get it.
Piccolo says about 20 years ago, while TNA had these guys, Joe was a member of Main Event Mafia, while Christian Cage was TNA champion. And now look at them. Look how far they've fallen into nothing. Sad. Pathetic.
That was dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Dream Team.
Who is they and who's the Dream Team?
The Dream Team was... let's start at the point guard. It was John Stockton and Magic Johnson.
Okay.
At the 2 guard, it was obviously Michael Jordan. I'm trying to remember who else there was. It was probably... I want to say Dan Marley, but maybe not. At the 3, it was Chris Mullen and Larry Bird. At the 4, it was Karl Malone. Somebody else. Oh, they had Pippen. And then Bird and Malone would have been power forwards. And then their centers were Patrick Ewing. And I want to say David Robinson. I think he was on that.
Were they in their prime when this happened?
They were.
The Dream Team people. Were they in their prime?
It was 92. So Magic had been in the league for 13 years.
So he was old.
Bird was at 10. They were basically in their prime. Jordan definitely was in his prime.
Oh, okay.
And no, they did not beat the Dream Team. There's no...
They're like, we basically beat them. Like, we totally did.
Right,
like, they basically beat them. That's what they just said. They beat them.
Oh, I know.
How?
That's what they say.
They didn't really, though, right?
No, of course not.
Then why did they say it?
It's like, can you imagine Michael losing with Magic? And
no, I
John
can't. That's why I'm
Stockton?
asking, like, why would they lie so
David
wholeheartedly?
Robinson.
But why are they lying so wholeheartedly about
they
it?
believe it in their soul.
Because they think that they cheated?
Well,
they think that the refs cheated for them?
I don't know if they even had refs. They probably didn't. It was a scrimmage.
So they think that they should win because why? The points didn't reflect the correct amounts?
I have no idea.
Did somebody forget to add right? I mean, did they not take their calculator?
We built the dream, or we beat the Dream Team. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong.
Did they beat him afterwards with sticks? Is that what they're talking about? I don't know.
I think they'd still get their ass kicked. Can you imagine trying to take a stick to Karl Malone? It's like 6'9", 6'10".
I mean, I just want to know why in their brains they think that they beat that team.
There's a show. You can watch it.
So they're lying. So they're lying. And if it was behind closed door and there was nobody else, there's like no other witnesses. So they're saying they did when they didn't. They're lying and saying they beat them, and the other guys are like, whatever. They're like, stupid.
I just want to imagine a team beating that team, period. just the imagination of another team. They beat the other teams in the world by like 100 points a game.
We're back from that horrible commercial break that we just had.
That didn't even. What,
it was like, awful. They like lied to me. There was a whole bunch of lies on my television.
Lies.
Like lies of documentaries. All right. Fuck. Lying shits. A whole bunch of other lying crap happened. It was terrible.
Now Michael Jordan's in NASCAR. Well, that was the worst, like, camera change ever.
Oh, good God. Why are they so bad tonight? They leave all their other people in Australia. They forgot to bring them back over the boat or something.
Why does Penelope like these weirdos? She's with this dude here, right? This blonde guy.
Yeah, I think they're like married and shit.
And before that, she was with the dude that...
Janela?
Yeah, Joey Janela.
She really loved him.
Yeah.
She was obsessed. And he was like, you can't be with me, babe. I'm Joey Janela. She's like, fine, I'll go find some other weirdo.
Right. Like, what the fuck? She, like, obviously has issues.
Something. Anyways, earlier, Piccolo says, Sophie, why do you bring up something you have no clue about? And Sophie's like, I have some clues about it. And Chris says, yeah, AJ Styles and Sting in Main Event Mafia and Kurt Angle. So it's like, I don't know about all the plane accidents until Twitter. And Piccolo says, what's the Dream Team have to do with anything?
It was on the news.
It was a commercial.
Yeah,
they're trying to give a documentary about
Grant
it because
Hill
they're crying about it.
And Chris Webber said they beat the Dream Team.
Because they're crying about it. Like, we beat them, man. Vindicator says Double or Nothing will be the best wrestling show in Vegas this year. Right. Chris says also, didn't AJ Styles have his own faction in TNA? It was called Fortune. It was AJ Styles, Frankie Kazarian, and Jeff Jarrett, and I forgot who else. So he says, do you think Jordan Grace will be on the main roster after Mania?
I don't know. She's so mid-card that...
I don't know how fast she'll go up to the main roster, really.
Like... What's going to happen with those three, because now they're together, after last night, at least they were all together. I think Stephanie Valcour has a future on the main roster. Julia Gulia, she's missing something, and it's probably her promo work. And Jordan Grace is, I think she's mid-card at best. She's like a future U.S. champion or Intercontinental champion for the women. At best. I mean, Triple H might try to push her higher and put a main title on her, but it would just be for a second, because the crowd would be mild. It'd be dead. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with Julia Gulia. But I think Stephanie Valcour, whatever her name is, she has something about her that draws. I was reading this post, though, from WWE or something. And they're like, people are comparing her to the Julia Gulia and Stephanie Valcour to John Cena and Hulk Hogan.
What the fucking fuck?
And it's like, okay, hold on a second. Let me fix this for everybody at home. John Cena and Hulk Hogan main evented WrestleMania all the time. Mm-hmm. These girls are in developmental in WWE, and they're in their 30s. Mm-hmm. Like, how could you even think of comparing them? Even at their top, so say at their peak, they could reach that status. That means they got 3 years to be main eventing the real main event, not night one of WrestleMania. We're talking about main eventing WrestleMania. If Hulk Hogan was in his prime, he would main event WrestleMania. John Cena, when he was in his prime, would main event WrestleMania. Not night one, but the actual last fucking match of the show before Raw.
Right.
It's laughable. Like, to even assume that they're anywhere near that level is ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about it at all. I'm just saying that that's unrealistic to say somebody that's 3 years away from their prime. 2 for Stephanie Valcour. She's 31. Julia Gulia's 30.
good God, they're old ladies.
Yeah, they got 3...
I mean, they're old for being in fucking...
sports.
An entertainment
Right,
sport.
so 3 to...
Not even a real sport.
3 to 7 years to create a legacy like Hulk Hogan and John Cena.
Good luck. Fuck off.
Have fun with it, ladies.
Okay, 2 years from now, they'll probably be nobodies, and nobody will know who the fuck they are because they'll be buried somewhere on the roster that nobody knows anything about.
Right.
Either that, or they'll each blow their knees out because Triple H made them get on them so much. Nice. 1 or 2 things are going to happen there.
But yeah, I mean, Gulia is not anywhere near the level of Stephanie, in my opinion. They got the titles on the wrong ones. Mm-hmm. They need to flip those 2 belts. But it's all good.
Right. Piccolo says, are you talking about the scrimmage behind closed doors, college players versus pros?
Yeah.
Vindicator says, no, I have seen it all. An ad for a superhero movie called Novocaine. Hollywood officially out of ideas. LOL.
Yeah, they're redoing Malcolm in the Middle.
Meth Crocodile, dude. I mean, come on. Like, that shit's original.
Yeah, they're doing Malcolm in the Middle, a remake. And they're trying to just, like, get it as far woke as they can. They call it diversity. But they want to do a trans son that's non-binary.
Disney really wants no normal people to like them. That's, like, their whole, like...
Disney?
Yeah, that's their whole agenda. I was listening to this guy talk about it. He goes, it's that weird older millennial guy. He's like, I don't get to use my MBA stuff very often. He goes, his marketing business stuff. And he goes, this is exactly what they're doing. He goes, they're trying to get rid of all of what you would consider normal, Christian value, right. Not even Christian value, really, just normal Americans that, redneck normal Americans that really like, with all these weird rules and regulations that they have, not only with coming into the park, but within the parks and stuff like that. But it's outpouring into all their stuff, too. So it's outpouring into, like, their videos and movies and stuff, right? And whatnot, along with their parks. And because all they want, are the weirdos to come.
So there's no lines?
So they don't want the normal people. The people that work for a living, that save up their money to go on vacation, that are obsessed with Disney because, maybe they are, but they have the means to pay for it. They don't want those people. They want the weirdo people that can't pay for it, but they want to make sure that they make everything so astronomically priced, that they can't. It's crazy. It's so weird. I didn't listen to all this stuff. I just listened to, like, the first little bit of it, and I was like, don't care enough to listen to more.
Yeah. I mean, if I cared about Disney, I would actually care, but I wasn't a Disney fan even when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't. I was Warner Brothers all the way up.
Right. I liked a lot of different cartoons, so I can't really say.
I just thought Mickey Mouse was kind of gay.
I never watched a lot of those ones, but I liked all the other stuff. Mm-hmm. Like Goofy and Chip and Dale and stuff like that.
I always just thought Bugs Bunny was superior.
Well, he was on after school, so yeah. The other stuff wasn't on after school or on Saturday mornings.
Look at all the locks. See how they're all the same?
Yeah, I wonder if they did it on purpose.
Except for the one right under 27.
I didn't see it.
It's actually turned. It's not locked, but it's turned normal. Like it's one step away from being locked.
Oh. How funny and weird.
See it? See it? There.
It is locked.
There.
I'm pretty sure that one might be locked.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like pushed up or something.
It's the only one. What number is that? 27, 28, 29, 30. I wonder if that's a hint at anything. We're going to be one of those people.
It is 27 that's locked.
Oh, is that?
27's lock.
Oh, yeah.
Because the one above it's 24's locker. That's funny.
Do you think that's when the asteroid will hit?
Yes.
In 27.
Yeah. It predicted 7 years from now, but you know what? I mean, why not 2? You're so weird.
I'm trying to make this something. Get him, Jericho. Yeah, exactly. See?
Yeah.
It's the only one that was that way.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's so big.
Let's see, where am I at? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, Vinegar read that. Chris says I'm probably going to be a catcher, so I'll have to get a catcher's glove. Sophie says I could see the Super Bowl end up on Netflix at some point.
You don't need a catcher's glove to play catcher in softball. Trust me, you don't. Yeah. You just need a normal glove.
Pickle says it was a pickup game. It's like when somebody walked up to Mike Tyson and popped him in the mouth saying he beat him up.
Right.
Chris says, yeah, just like my Astros think we beat the Rangers in playoffs last year. We smoked so much copium.
Uh-oh, we got ourselves a street fight, it looks like.
The garbage fight. Piccolo says, did someone say the goat, Joey Janela? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we were talking about the goat.
We were talking about Penelope, really.
He was goated when he got with Penelope.
Sophie says it looks like some NFL team wants Aaron Rodgers on their team. Jordan Grace did have a short run on NXT last year.
Let's be honest.
She has been an impact for a long time.
Aaron Rodgers is better than 60% of the quarterbacks in the NFL right now. This day. Like, today. Right. And he's like 40. So I could see it. There's like a few teams that don't need him. But there are a lot of teams that would be a lot better if they had him. Just for one season or two. The Dolphins could go to the Super Bowl with him. Hey, there's that blonde girl again. She was in the audience before.
Ooh. Audience lady. Let's see, Piccolo says, why does Christian even bother putting on boots?
Oh, shit. Hit him with a beer.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything anymore. Chris says what's going to happen is Gulia is going to be another Asuka clone. Wouldn't surprise me if they do a storyline with her, like with Asuka's situation right now. But, like, make it as her.
Like a restraining order thing? Or are you talking about undefeated for over a year?
A stalker stuff? Sophie says, do you think Tessa Blanchard will show up in NXT?
I hope so. I hope we get to see that. That would be fantastic. I could see it not happening for a while.
Yeah. Both Elimination Chamber matches are stacked with rookies and vets in them, and it could go so many ways.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually looked at the rosters yet, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty predictable.
Piccolo says that's what these Gen Z marks think these days. They have no inkling what is real. True. Chris says the only main event match of a Mania like Night 2 would be Char versus Tessa Blanchard, but that's a stretch.
It could be, but they would have to play it out that way as she's a legend. They're both legends, and it's a legend thing. That's how they could do it, and they could bring it in. They could do a whole storyline and make it happen, but you're right, it's not going to happen, and the reason is because it would take a lot of time to do it. They'd have to do it in a couple years, and Charlotte's 40 or 39 or something.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a couple years. Now, Tessa's young.
Enough.
She's pretty young. I think she's only like 28 or something.
Oh, I don't think she's quite that young
I'll look it up.
anymore, but I mean, she could be, but I don't think so.
She was like 24 when she quit.
Sophie says, wonder how long most of the talent NXT has will get called up this year after Mania. Malcolm in the Middle only going to have 4 episodes, though, and it will be interesting how different they will make it.
She's 29.
Yeah.
So.
She's basically 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Sophie, but they are going to make it really different to... Supposedly, it's to irk people and piss them off. So, I've heard from somebody. Piccolo says, English, I can't understand that Disney crap you were talking about, melting face. Bleh. Buy a bundle and watch our version of a happy ending. So he says there's a sequel series to Blue Mountain State coming. And Piccolo's like, dude, what the fuck is happening? I have no idea. It's a street fight.
Just trash cans and chairs.
It's a street fan of fighting.
Yeah, Aubrey. Her face.
She's like, that sounded like it might have hurt just a smidge. James Howell in the chat. Hey, James says a learning tree for the win. Vindicator says, I hate when street fights don't take place on the streets like the Attitude Era, but long as there's blood, the sickos will be happy.
Yeah.
Why do you
Did you hear the noise of that chair hitting his back?
Yeah, you want to know why? It was because it was the top part of the chair. Not the flat, seat part. It was the top part where you put when you lean back. That's what hit him. Mm-hmm. That's why it sounded so terrible.
There's no rules in this. You could literally just pull out a .22 revolver.
Oh my god, how terrible.
Yeah.
Box cutters and shit. So he says, have you seen Tom Brady No Bull commercial?
No.
No.
Like Chris, Red Bull, no Red Bull?
No, just No Bull.
I get it, but...
Don't know. I don't think it's a Red Bull thing. Chris... He doesn't say that, excuse me. Chris says, as a Texans fan, I'd welcome Aaron Rodgers as a vet quarterback, but we are trying to make fetch happen with Stroud.
Yeah, see, there's one that you can't bench a youngster just for a year and expect them to be happy the year after. You know? But that's the exact case. And same thing with the Dolphins, right? They got a terrible quarterback. You know, you bring in Rodgers and you could take it.
Well,
and
your blood happened, Chris.
Is the rest of that division is shit, except for the Bills. But you could firepower the Bills with those receivers and those running backs that the Dolphins have. Mm-hmm. It's just they have a terrible quarterback that likes to turn the ball over every time he gets a chance, or not play. That's his problem. Is he won't play half the games, and the other half he throws interceptions. Oh wow, it's a powerhouse.
Is that Righteous Gemstones?
Oh,
I tried to watch that. Creatures? Remember? Oh my god, I couldn't do it.
I only watched one episode or something. That guy's hard to like.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do this. The McBride. Oh man, and it was just like, So I mean, we could try again. I'm not opposed to it by any means, but.
Did you see how thin Dan looked?
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
Sick.
Well, yeah, because he was so chunky, and then I guess he had some heart issues, and so he finally lost weight. No, I was looking at you, not at Weirdo.
Oh my god! So they're talking about a prank show, but they're doing it with NBA players, and they're at a charity event, and they roll this girl out on her wheelchair, and it goes off the front of the stage. She just tumbles.
Oh god!
And they're all like,
"Oh no! What do we do?"
And then Anthony Davis is like, "No one's safe.
No one's safe.
No one's safe.
No one's safe from any of it."
What is it, old? You better go back over there. There's nowhere to lay over here.
Sophie says that. Chris said that. Oh, Sophie says people want Kevin Owens versus Sammy to be in the main event of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Ew. I'd rather it not happen ever.
Chris says, yeah, the stalker stuff, because WWE like to virtue signaling and project reality onto WWE, but that's when Vince was around.
Yeah, I was going to say that's old school. I don't see that happening now.
Sophie says Tessa would have been in the WWE already if she didn't leave the country for 4 years.
Well, if she didn't
had to have
what
her
she
cry
did.
fest. Come on.
She left with a championship and then wouldn't give it back, and she just burned a lot of bridges that she didn't need to.
Yeah, she didn't learn very well from her father's knee of not doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Chris says last night Shotzi was sitting at home watching NXT on Instagram live streams selling her paintings.
Oh.
And she, with her redhead big tit friend Brandy Lauren, not Danny Alexo, aka Harley Cameron. Sophie says Tessa would be like a 4 or 5 time women's champion now. Moose is another guy. I'm surprised it took forever for him to show up in NXT. Yeah, but now they're doing. But now they're doing that whole crossover thing with TNA, so they can have Moose over there. Where before TNA was kind of working a little bit with AEW. Remember? So they aren't going to invite him over if they're doing shit with these guys. People is like, hey, there you go. Now that's a quality stream. Quality. What is it? What happened? What's a quality stream?
Brandy Lauren with her big tits.
Ooh, big tits. Definitely a stream of quality.
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah, that is a quality stream. Yes. Yes, Chris is probably very involved in those too, I would imagine.
Well, Shotzi's not hard to look at either. So.
No. And now that she changed her makeup
Mm-hmm.
on NXT even, like it's not the same, she looks so different, but in a good way.
Yeah, I was going to say not in a bad way.
Like, she looks really good. It's like crazy. It's amazing how much less makeup will make them look more attractive than more makeup.
Right.
Because more makeup they seem to put on, sometimes they just look like clowns, and I don't understand why they'd want to look like clowns.
Look at that. Damn. He just broke bricks over his head.
Oh, not the brick.
The Denmark. Bottom one.
Sophie says, do you think we will see a lot of former WWE talent that works in Impact show up in NXT?
Possibly.
Chris says, it's so cool on Indies, that tag group from AEW, The Righteous. They wear like white gear, and they're like Wyatt family type. Anyway, they formed a team with Tara Zepp. She's female Sting. Not only that, but maybe Elias as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Travis showed me a whole video of them baptizing or taking Elias into their little group too. Sophie says, when Impact re-signed Tessa, a lot of people were surprised Impact got her to come back. Chris says, yes, Shotzi is fucking hot as fuck without makeup and minimal makeup. So many of those girls are. Like, even Rhea Ripley looks so much better with less makeup. And I get why she does it, you know, for whatever persona she's putting across, and Daddy didn't love her, and she's goth and whatever, but when she doesn't have her makeup on, when she does videos, like, of her working out and stuff or something, and she doesn't have that much makeup on, she looks so much better. And I get it, like, she, you know, she's not out there, you know, wanting people to be like, yeah, I want her to look hot out there.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, I just feel like it's weird. Sophie says, Cedric wife used to work for AEW. She spoke bad of being in AEW. Yeah, it's because she had shit problems. That's fine.
Yeah, shit problem.
Yeah, she had IBS.
Big swole.
Yeah. Pico says, I'd buy that for $1. What is it? What are we buying for $1 hair? The stream? Chris says, that's cool. They'll be new Wyatt family, bring them as Wyatt 6 and take them out for good. Oh, because Wyatt 6 is garbage. They're trying to save it, Chris, by putting old Bliss face in there, making her all weird. They think that's going to save it, and it's like, old school crap. Not going to happen. It's the dumbest shit. It's such a has-been story that it's like, you guys are trying to just, I don't even, mud out of rocks. I feel like.
On Twitter. It's the best I could find.
Oh, of her makeup with her front?
That thing that, yeah.
He's talking about. Yeah, she looks a lot better without all that weird makeup around her eyes. It makes her look more natural, and her beauty can come out more. Because isn't she like...
Filipino?
Yeah, Filipino.
I believe so.
Yeah, you can see it a lot better in her features. That makes her look a lot prettier. It's so funny because I never really thought she was pretty before. I'm like, she's alright. You know, she has an okay body or whatever.
Right.
But when you see them without half the makeup on their face, it looks a lot better. Sophie says, if you saw a picture of Rhea's sister, her sister looks like what Rhea used to look like 4 or 5 years ago. I've seen what Rhea looked like 4 or 5 years ago before, when she was blonde and she didn't have her weird hair and didn't wear makeup all weird and didn't put like every piercing she could possibly do in her face, because I mean, I get lifestyle and that's what you like, but
the murder machines.
They're murders, and they're machines of the murder. Yes, murder machine. Chris says, yeah, Shotzi has a sister as well. Good lord, she is hot as fuck. Oh, Shotzi has a sister. Another? Oh, yeah, she has a sister. It's her father that passed away. That's right. Bronson says, how are you guys doing? Good. Great. Well, Bronson, how are you doing? Chris says, yeah, they ruined Bray legacy. He's rolling in his grave, man. And people's like, we could be cousins. Shut up, people. You're funny, people. Is that how that works? Somehow you're all related. It's probably not good.
Old Justin Roberts. Is he gonna join WWE? May 25th, Double or Nothing. On a Sunday. I noticed they started doing their stuff on Sundays.
Who did?
AEW.
Oh. Well, that other place took over Saturdays, so, you know.
Double or Nothing. Get your tickets now. They're going to fly, are they?
Bronson says, I'm doing fine. Flubber was the first movie I saw Robin Williams in. Do you guys remember the first movie you saw him in? If so, what was it?
Popeye.
Yeah.
Guaranteed it was Popeye.
Definitely probably Popeye. I remember some of that movie, not a lot of it.
But I didn't know who he was.
Right? Yeah, like I didn't know him.
When I was older, I was like, oh, he was the guy in Popeye. But
yeah.
But I had seen Popeye when I was a kid. I just didn't know who.
And I didn't watch him when he was on TV in that show where he was an alien
Mindy,
or whatever.
Mork and...
Yeah, Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah. Wasn't he an alien or something?
Mm-hmm. Supposedly. Like I said, I've never seen it.
Piccolo says, it's true. You guys could be cousins. Piccolo says, these shills, they will cheer for anything. And Piccolo's like, shaving Ryan's privates. That was the one I remember. Good Morning, Vietnam.
That one was okay. I mean, I did watch that, so I have seen that one.
Piccolo's like, he played the albino. Oh, fuck.
The Tramp is our new champ. Oh. Friends, family, and former lovers.
Oh no, not the soul ruining.
You'll miss Mariah May being champion.
Vindicator says, chin up, tits out.
And look for the shoe.
Watch for the shoe.
I beat you with my small package. Or Mariah.
Terrible.
Cheap pluck. Queen of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
You know
There's
about
a couple of them. I've seen the preview stuff for it on a couple of these things.
You thought, hey, Travis wouldn't want to know this.
I figured you watched enough of the shit on the television that I didn't have to tell you about it. You watched more of wrestling than I do. Feels like I hope Mariah isn't off the air permanently. I hope not either, but who knows?
Wendy Richter. From the 80s. Tit to tit. Bring out Sasha.
Lord. Ah.
She is the best thing in women's wrestling right now. But I just wish it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Like, this is great.
The
Yeah.
stuff that she's doing, yeah. whatever you call it, the
Promo.
storyline or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh god, he's chewing on that dude's head.
Ew.
Oh, this is that guy that people were talking about. He just looks like another small guy to me. Alexander, something Alexander.
Gabe Kidd.
Gabe Kidd. I'm pretty sure that's him, though.
He looks like a moron to me.
Gabe Kidd.
People says to believe that other Amazonian Snoosu, the former bodyguard of Quitter, she plays a part in the Queen of the Ring movie. I can see that.
Which one? Banks?
No.
Naomi?
The bodyguard of the Quitter. Of
Oh, yeah.
the Quitter on this crap.
Carmella. Or Camille.
Camille Brickhouse.
She's a brick house. That's kind of cool.
Did you look up the movie?
I'm just looking at pictures of it. But is it already out?
Maybe. I have no idea on that part. Sorry. That part I don't know anything about.
Well, didn't she say... Oh, maybe she said part 2. Or something.
She plays a part in the movie. She didn't say anything about a part 2, babe.
She said the movie's coming out and she gave a date.
Oh, I didn't hear a date.
But that movie came out in 2024.
Maybe that's the one she's talking about. Not the best ever. Lies. Such lies. I don't know who lied to them, but somebody did.
March 7th. There it is.
Oh, of this year? For the next one or something?
Film Queen of the Ring is scheduled. So is it part 1? But there's already one out? I feel retarded. Like, so is it a remake of the one they made in October? Because that would be weird if they already remade it. The film Queen of the Ring is scheduled for release in the United States on March 7th, 2025. It is based on a true story. Mildred Burke. Bum, 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 bum. Not the AIDS one.
The movie where he wasted it away by himself. Philadelphia. No! Not the AIDS one.
Everybody says that. We all know who they are.
Ooh, but do we? So are they trying to say that there was another one? Like another Queen of the Ring?
I don't know what happened to it. Can't see Queen of the Ring.
So where were you getting October 24 one? 24
That's
stuff?
this one.
Oh, so it's a completely different one? So is it not a movie? That's weird.
Showing it to you.
Oh, she's talking about, like, made something about her husband. That's funny.
Come on, Shafir, take that broad out.
Huh. There's Camille Brickhouse. That's her right there.
Cool.
That's Camille. I see her date, though.
Right.
I just don't know what...
Exactly, that's what I'm, like, I don't know what's happening. So I said I feel retarded. Well, here it says coming soon.
Release. Maybe the trailer is from 2024. Maybe that's what the date is on that. Is the trailer date.
That would be weird.
I couldn't help you. I'm just guessing and trying to make it better for you.
Right. So I don't feel stupid.
Yes. And myself. Because I'm like, I don't know.
See.
Queen of the Ring Part 2. So maybe there's 2 parts to it?
I put that part on.
Oh, I see.
On my search.
Nobody comes into my house. Bronson says while filming Flubber, they would do a take the scripted way. Williams improvised scenes differently. Those scenes were added to the film, but there were enough scenes to make a different film. People's like, I'm Moxley, and this is Yuta. Welcome to Jackass.
So it's already been out because it came out in the Buffalo International Film Festival.
Oh, that's why, because it was a film festival film.
And now it's coming out to theaters
To
on the 7th.
theater release. Okay.
So we should be able to watch it.
That makes sense. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. I get it.
I didn't, but now I do.
Right. So that makes more sense on the release date stuff.
Right.
For sure.
Oh, more Jay White stuff with these guys.
Oh no, more of this stuff.
I don't care. I like Jay White, by the way. I don't like this together.
Storyline together.
Yeah, it's dumb.
They're like, oh my god, there's
the
your
orc's
little
coming up from
monkey
behind
monster
him.
behind you. Be careful.
The
He's
orc's-
behind
There's an
you.
orc behind you.
He's like, good, I'm glad he's there.
I wants to fight them all.
Piccolo says, release will be nationwide.
Oh, here comes Edge. Or Cope, sorry.
He had to have his
The rated
own
R
thing.
superstar Cope.
They're like, we need to give him time to get his
He's behind him.
rascal
He's
to
behind
this
him.
area.
He's behind him. Uh-oh. Cesaro's going to attack him now.
He needs time to
Sister
get his
Abigail,
rascal
right
to
there
the
on the
area.
ramp. Pac's done. He got hit with a Sister Abigail.
Yeah,
Wheeler
he's gonna
Yuta
be
just got
dead.
hit with a spear. Jay
Spear.
White, look at that.
Spears.
Cesaro went for a Sister Abigail but hit a spear instead.
Ooh.
Where's Shafir? Are we going to get a Beth Phoenix sighting? Uh-oh, there's that board with the nails in it.
I don't know. Maybe Willow will come down and help him because she was just in the back yakking at him. Yakking at the wife of that guy. She was all upset. She's like,
Yeah.
your husband. Bleh.
She wanted to eat her, probably.
Probably. Would not be surprised.
I'm Willow and I like to eat.
Because says Pac and Jay White seem like long lost bruvs.
Right?
Well-
And then what's his name from WWE? Ciampa. Just a bunch of brothers.
Bruvs.
Hey, bruv.
Bruv. Bruv.
Come on,
Yo,
Cope.
bruv.
Tell him, Cope.
Oh my god. How does he know? Oh, are they now? I feel like he's like stealing people. That's kind of not cool.
He thinks he owns people?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
He thinks this is like 1864.
What a weirdo. Pico's like, I can see it though. Bronson says Robin Williams improvised so much during the making of Mrs. Doubtfire that there were PG, PG-13, R, and NC-17 edits of the film. It was released as a PG-13, obviously.
That's funny.
Obviously.
And that's the one with Robin, right? Not the one with Martin. Because they both did one where they dressed up as a woman.
Right. Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire is Robin Williams. The other one...
Oh, Big Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He wanted to be Medea so bad that he stole the idea.
Medea might not have been around yet.
Medea's been around way longer than Big Mama.
Are you spouting facts, or are you just...
I'm spouting facts.
What you would like to believe.
Spouting facts. Look it up.
I will.
You should.
I am.
Good. You should. The little girl's like, I touched him when he walked by. It was amazing. Piccolo's like, imagine if Pledge tripped on a step and he falls on the nails of the board. Well, there goes the main event of Revolution. I don't say those things on the air. Piccolo Travis gets upset, but that's probably stuff I would normally say by myself. I probably would have said that. Exactly that.
Okay, Medea's 99.
Who was?
Medea. Now I'm going to go look for Big Mama. You dick. It's 2000.
Told you. Motherfucker stole it from him. You're like, no. Yeah, fuck yeah. I know that motherfucker stole it. Little twerp.
Come on, Harley. Come on, Harley. Harley.
I want her to come from behind the lockers back there.
Just a head.
Just have the puppet.
Uh-huh. In the purple back there. It makes sense, right? Come on.
Make it funny.
They're moving it on to that girl that was there at ringside.
Piccolo says, I read that. I want to imagine it for sure. His rascal won't let him, though. He probably has that life alert thing that if he falls down, it, like, alerts people, so... That's adorable.
It's going to be a hell of a promo battle between these two. One doesn't speak English and the other one can't speak English either. Are you dumb or are you stupid?
Like, are you dumb or are you stupid?
Well, they moved on from Harley. That's dumb. Get Harley back on the TV somehow.
Get her on the TV and have her have her puppet. Motherfuckers.
Is this Bait or whatever her name is? Starcade or whatever.
Chris Statlander, the alien?
Yeah.
Probably.
I love when there's no ramp. Like,
because they just come out.
They come out and they're in the ring, so there's no entrance. Like, it's just there.
Right.
There's no crowd to high five, nothing. It's just, and I'm here.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Come on, Megan. Where's she from? Thessalonica?
I guess. See, Bronson says Robin Williams was cast as Patch Adams because he's the only actor who can take you from laughing hysterically to thinking and feeling something very dramatically in the snap of a finger.
Yeah, he was very talented. I think Tom Hanks is the same guy, but those two to me are the best two actors that have ever lived.
Picola says, was she always this tan?
I've never seen her before, but she looks good.
Are you talking, like, from the last time we saw her?
Like, she only been on
Like,
TV
she,
for,
all
2
of a
weeks in
sudden
a row.
tanned herself while maybe she was on the beach while they were down there in Aussie land.
I don't like when women pretend they're strong. She's still feminine, but she walks like she's tough.
Oh, come on.
It's just dumb. Just be a woman.
I'm strong, like man.
Exactly.
People's like, she may be Azteca. I can name, like, 5 more better actors, Travis. Ugh.
Then who?
Then the 2 you named, Robin Williams
You
and
cannot.
Tom Hanks.
That can do both comedy at a high level and serious at a high level.
Yeah, let's hear your
I'm excited.
names.
Give me one, and that's not Jim Carrey, because I don't know if Jim Carrey in his
He doesn't
serious
really do enough
roles,
serious stuff.
but I'm all ears.
La la la.
Bachelor party, big. Money pit.
Money pit. Pit your money. People is like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what? What are we oh knowing about?
Damn, she hit her right in the face. Whack, whack with her forearm. She's
Oh, Jesus.
slapping her tits.
Oh god.
But this hit her chin.
People is like crying and laughing. Why are you crying and laughing?
Oh god. Because I said not Jim Carrey.
Oh.
He was probably like, Jim Carrey would never cross my mind. And don't get me wrong, I love Denzel Washington. I just don't think he can pull off humor at the same rate that Tom Hanks can or Robin Williams.
Yeah.
To me, Denzel in The Bachelor Party would not have been... It wouldn't have been as funny.
Would have been weird. People is like tears and jeers. Bronson says Robin Williams and the real Patch Adams got along really well. They visited hospitals together. Robin got to watch Patch do his, and then Robin would jump in and do some of his stuff.
That's awesome. That's such a good show. Patch Adams is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind Good Morning Vietnam. And then what was the other one that... Oh, yeah. Good Will Hunting. That one is probably my favorite out of all of them.
Right. Oh.
Ben Affleck kills it.
Bronson also says Robin is very similar to Patch. Robin uses comedy and humor to reach out to people, and that's what Patch does.
Yeah.
Crucial technology. Dun, dun,
And then there's
dun.
actors like The Rock. But The Rock is more two-dimensional
Very.
than all around. If he played a drama role, it would probably be dumb.
Oh my god.
Like a full drama where he couldn't use any humor.
Oh, it would be terrible. People says, I think John Candy could make me laugh and cry.
Right. Also old and dead. I'm sure if we went back in time, we could find a bunch of them.
Well,
I mean,
Robin
I thought we were
Williams is
talking
dead,
about at least over the last 30 years. But yeah, I love John Candy. I'm not going to say anything negative about John Candy.
I don't know if I could say, though, that he could make me cry.
I'm trying to think of a
I'm trying to
drama
think of
role.
a sad movie that John Candy was in.
What about the one where he killed his wife and carried around her remains in a case?
Steve Martin was in it. It made it funny, so it doesn't work. People's like, I was going to go indie, very serious roles like Willem Dafoe or like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. And Defoe's not.
Willem Dafoe's okay, but his humor isn't like
I mean,
Robin Williams, Tom Hanks type humor.
And
though.
I definitely like him, but to me,
Yeah.
My opinion. He's not a main character.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever, like, had him as a main character and been like, I really like this movie because he's the main character.
But, like, him in that, the Boondock Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking classic. And it's funny. But it's funny just because it's so, like, crude that it's funny.
Yeah, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I don't know who that is. I'd have to Google.
Make it rain.
Oh, yeah, he's great. Also, from Patch Adams.
Yes, he was the bad guy at first.
At first, yeah. He very, very good actor.
Very good actor.
Very solid, very good. There again, not sure he's a main eventer. Like, carry a whole show. But him as Sydney, whatever his name was, in fucking Along Came Polly.
Oh.
Let it rain!
Let it rain.
It's like his best friend. He was like in a movie when he was like 8 or something, and he's like still living on it. He hires a TV crew to follow him.
That's right. That's funny. Test of strength, indeed.
That's that. When he goes to meet.
Piccolo says, or perhaps Benedict Cumberbatch.
I don't know who that is. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't. Honestly, I can say I've never seen him in a movie before. Right? Like, I haven't seen anything that he's in.
No, because he's in some of the new Marvel stuff. Is that doctor that can bend time or whatever.
I did see him in the Marvels one with the guy that snaps. But, like, there again, I don't know if that's his movie that you would go.
He also is in as...
like a Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock Holmes ones that I wanted to see.
But
they're really long. Like, they're like so many of them, but they're like longer.
Right, like little miniature movies.
Kinda, yeah. That's why we never really watched them. And so that's why, like...
I'm sure he's good, because the name is classic. Cumberbatch, are you fucking kidding me? I wanted to name my cat Benedict. Like, it's literally, I think it is his middle name.
Yeah, it's his middle name. Leopold Benedict. Sir Leopold Benedict. Vindicator says, I think once Mariah and Tony wrap up their trilogy, Bane will be next to Battlestorm.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
But she's got to beat this broad here first. Look at the power. Dear fucking God. She lifted her up with a German suplex from the outside.
Wow. They said it was going to be a power-on-power match for these ladies. I heard them say it.
Statlander's just a big old broad.
I think Sockface just came in his pants.
Bane's a bigger girl too, but she's very feminine. She like looks good at being bigger.
Mm-hmm. Beagle crickets, I get it. Bronson says when Robin Williams won his Academy Award, Jack Nicholson was there and he won his 3rd Academy Award. They were standing backstage. Jack said, you know, Robin, now I've got one for every decade. Bronson says Robin Williams said the moment they say your name when you win, English becomes a second language.
There it is. Look at it's over. F5.
Oh,
bam.
Wow. My lord.
You missed how it happened though. She did cheat.
Oh no, she cheated?
Yeah.
Why'd she? Oh, because of this lady?
The supermodel.
Penelope helped her?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Penelope, huh? That's interesting and weird. That's...
Get her, Penelope.
Does it cross a line? Does it, though?
Sometimes you gotta take the trash out. A massive ass tricks.
I told you he was coming in his pants out there. Fucking disgusto.
Fuck. Why does Thunder gotta stick her nose in somebody else's business?
Because she's got to save her friendly pants, I guess.
What are you going to do? You're too close to use a chair. Why don't they just beat her up?
I don't know.
Is Thunder Rosa and the blonde like friends or something? Is that why she keeps standing in front of her? Or Stefan? Is Stefan just Stefan, but you just say it longer?
Maybe. Because
I always wondered that.
another language? French,
Stuff
perhaps?
Oh, God! She was still chair at her.
That's not cool at all.
I could have easily broken her big toe, and that's a supermodel. She needs her toes.
Totally. Oh, God.
He just keeps losing them. Why doesn't he rap anymore?
I don't know.
That was his only appeal.
It really was his only appeal.
Listen!
Hate person. Richard says I hear Michelle Obama is being considered for the lead role in the new Shaquille O'Neal documentary. Nice.
Who is?
Michelle Obama.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah, Michael. Bronson says back when Robin won his Academy Award, people said, congratulations, way to go, Good Will Hunting, way to go. 2 weeks later, people started calling him Mork again. Okay, weird. People's like, piss or get off the pot. People also says, this is how WWE formats are better. Like, baddies know to run out the ring when the face has a chair and swings wildly.
Yeah.
People's like, not this nonchalant bullshit. Just nonchalanting, like, walking out, like, okay, I'm gonna go over here. Ha ha ha, you threw a chair. Oh, good God. Why does this show have to suck so bad tonight? Why can't they have funny stuff on here?
They don't want Harley Cameron.
I want Harley Cameron. I want Harley Cameron.
Prince Amanama's jacket.
I want Harley Cameron. You guys suck butthole.
Yeah, we could have had the Muppet behind the Monet.
Oh my God, that would have been hilarious.
She's
just back there, just stalking her or something.
Maybe she stayed at home for a while.
Yeah, maybe she did.
I'm gonna stay here for a couple weeks. Unless she got a job for me.
I guess that's alright, but still. Ew, and he's gonna talk.
Really?
Seriously? Ugh.
You know how weird it is having both ear things in?
I don't know. Can you tell me more?
Tell me more, tell me more.
Can you yell it to me some more?
Hey, that's probably a good idea, because then I'll talk louder.
There you go.
We got Ricochet in the ring right now.
Garbage.
He's wearing Prince Amanamanama's robe.
He stole his clothes because he doesn't have any of his own. What a loser.
Yeah, he doesn't like this boring-ass town. He's like Kevin Durant, who is called the Durantula.
He's doing himself. What a gross.
I have a retarded cousin, and he wears those exact glasses.
It's true, they do.
But he was retarded because he got in a car wreck when he was a little kid. And so it fucked his brain up.
Right. Vindicator says, well, I saw my main event tonight, guys, so now I will see my way out of the chat. Take care, everyone. Back again next week. Bye-bye. Bye, Vin. Thanks for hanging out. People's like, Summer Lovin' had me a blast. Bronson says, I like Robin Williams' Mrs. Doubtfire much better than I do Martin Lawrence's Big Mama. I like the first Big Mama's house. The sequels are awful.
I can't hear you.
And Piccolo says, Rick O'Shea, talk to the hand. Rick O'Shea.
Did you just hear his logic that if you boo at something that's great, it goes into the void of nothing? And I am great? What the Ricochet never beat one of my favorite wrestlers in his life. He couldn't even lace their boots up.
Why is he asking people? That's nasty, dude. Like, you
people.
got problems, man.
There's a lot of people that ask people, I guess. I didn't know this existed. Just a bunch of assing.
Ugh. Seriously. Okay.
Which championship are you gonna get? A TBS title or TNT? He came to win gold, baby.
This guy's a moron. I hate everything about him.
Do you hate his jacket? Because I actually like his jacket.
Well, it belongs to somebody else. It doesn't even belong to him. He steals people's things.
Nobody cares about you, Rick. Go away. Where's the manatee? She in the audience?
Feels like the Vindicator thought he was just discount double checking. Richard's like, if you think this show sucks, now just wait until the Young Bucks and Jungle Jack off Perry returns. Oh, I know.
Hey, it's Swerve.
Oh, hey. The guy that he beat up that all of a sudden somehow is there.
Oh, Prince Amanama has his pop.
Prince Nana!
What the hell's he drinking?
He's got his coffee cup. Prince Nana! Prince Nana looks very upset.
So it's pretty funny that Ricochet has to fight Prince Nana because he's not on anybody else's level. He has to fight a manager.
So not only
look at they're the same size too.
Right? He looks so weird. Oh, did you?
Stay home or in the back. That's a pretty cool little headgear thing he's got too with the crosses, those Celtic crosses.
Mm-hmm.
It's very bedazzled.
Bronson says, like I said on Monday, there is a deleted scene from the first Big Mama's house where the bad guy kills a prison doctor. It was cut because it was too dark and serious for the tone of the movie.
Ah, I mean, it does sound that way.
I remember you telling us that.
It's pretty cool. I like to be reminded of things.
Yeah.
Tell me every day and then I will remember it, but it takes a while.
Mm-hmm.
The robe has a lot to do with it, my friend. Ooh, all things that Ricochet doesn't have.
So he stole everything, right? So he stole the glasses look from Ethan Page. Now he's stealing people's clothes.
It might even be the clothes from Ethan Page too, because I think he wears the tank tops as well.
Oh yeah. The turtlenecks. Yeah.
You know who I want to see in a turtleneck is Jade Cargill.
Very interesting.
That would be very, very game-changing. Can you imagine the cleavage coming out by her chin? Right there. Dear Lord.
Give it back.
Yeah, he wants the robe.
Stab him. Stab him with a knife. Like a real one.
Like a shank?
Yeah,
you
shank
think
his ass.
It?
I think he did, and he's going to shank him with it.
Did you
he needs to shank him with it.
We're going to be in the 50s in a couple days.
Yeah. Ew.
Oh, we turned in Michael Jackson.
What the fuck? What a freakoid.
Don't hate on Ricochet just because he's the best.
Say that again. I'm going to record that real quick. So I can play it back for you. So you can look at your poster later and
oh my god.
be all...
Is that really coming up?
Yeah. That's probably going to be the main event.
They just said it was.
Oh, yippee skippity doo-dah.
I don't know if I've ever contemplated suicide with them. They make it get over quicker.
Picole's like, wow. What's the wowness that we're having, bud?
Just terrible.
What's the wow? Can you tell me what we're wowing?
Women
Just-
of Wrestling. Pretty good
It
show.
works. I guess. People's like so happy it's almost over.
Fuck, right?
It's so bad. Like, this is a bad show. Like, so bad.
Like, how can it be so bad?
I don't know.
I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm done with AEW. And I don't want to get there because I've seen literally every episode of this shit.
Mm-hmm. True.
It's not AE or TNA. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I didn't watch it, so when I started watching it, it didn't really matter. Hogan went there, but he was old. Like, it wasn't Hulk Hogan, you know, it wasn't the real deal. Although I did watch it when Hogan turned the ring square. Which they then did again, but they also turned it back into whatever that hexagon was, or whatever the fuck it is.
People's like Baby Pockets made his return to the farm. Who's Baby Pockets? Who's that?
I don't know. Usually when something goes to a farm, it's dead, though, right?
Yeah, usually. Bronson says, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, but Robin Williams is clean shaven in comedic roles. He has a beard in dramatic roles. Yeah, that's pretty true. I mean, because in all reality, like when he's in Jumanji, when he's doing like the serious stuff, he has a beard, but then he like shaves it all off and gets clean shaven, and then it's kind of funny from, not all funny, but mostly funny from then on.
Yeah. I used to watch that show all the time.
It's a good show. It's definitely not terrible.
More lies.
I just know that when the clock stopped, we were up. But was the ball still in the air?
You're so weird.
Because I've seen basketball games on the computer, and it shows that the ball is up and goes into the basket.
As long as it's left the player's hand.
It is definitely a win-win in the wins of winning.
Because the winning, yeah.
Seen it. Lies. Piccolo says the jean jacket, Prince of Slothness, the squeeze of vitamin C for the squee. Oh, Baby Pockets. Got it. That makes sense now.
Is that a movie?
No, it's Orange Cassidy's in it. Richard says Baby Pockets is also known as Little Dog Pockets, who is also known as Orange Cassidy.
There we go.
See? We just needed Richard to tell us more about it so that we weren't so stupid! For this dumb coming out with his weird people.
Adam Cole and his guns. Jesus Christ, that dude is stacked.
He's
Look
like,
at how much good shape he's got in, though.
he's like, don't look at the bottom part of my body. He's like, I've got arms, man. It's because he stole it from what's-her-face. He
Really?
literally stole her physique.
Do you think they're back together and she's coming inside of him to give him more testosterone?
No, I think he stole her physique. I think he killed her, and that's why we haven't seen her.
I saw her on the internet.
I don't think that was her. Didn't look like her to me. Didn't look like her at all. Pickle's like, he's pulp free and will always give you heartburn. He is TK's favorite doll. Sounds kind
Whatever. Darby Allin, I
terrifying.
think's more favorite than
Definitely
Orange.
Darby's pants is the favorites.
old Darby the house elf. Speaking of which, isn't he climbing a mountain or something?
Yeah, isn't he supposed to be like...
Do you know if you die up there, they just throw you off to the side?
It's awesome.
They really do. Like, if you die up there, you get to stay.
Yeah, they don't bring your dead body down.
Yeah.
No, all the dead bodies stay up there. They go up there and they'll, like, try to clean it off and stuff. So they'll have, like, people who hike up there just to clean off, like, some of the summits. Like, the base camps, some of the base camps, because they'll just leave all their crap at base camps, too.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, you can't. There's certain times you can't do anything.
Right. But that's what I mean, though. They'll, like, go in there and clean up base camps and stuff. I saw video stuff on it.
You can take a helicopter to the top base camp, but you can't take a helicopter to the top of the mountain.
Makes sense.
It's too windy.
Makes a lot of sense. Bronson says Robin has a beard in Goodwill Hunting and Awakenings. He's clean shaven in Dead Poets Society, Good Morning Vietnam, Mrs. Doubtfire, 1 Hour Photo, Insomnia Flubber, Patch Adams, RV, and Old Dogs. And he is both in Jumanji. Clean shaven and bearded. Ha! Trivia!
I didn't know that
Information.
Dead Poets Society was a comedy.
I have no idea.
I've never seen it. But it makes sense if it was.
Yeah.
But it sounds non-funny because there's the word dead in it. This is really happening.
Yes.
Why do you get to play video games?
Because I am winning.
Oh, winning at life.
I'm winning. I'm reading my stuff. And I'm kind of paying attention.
Oh, shit.
These undisputed
I don't know
people are
what the
dorks.
fuck is happening on my TV, but these guys are literally just rolling around with each other.
Picola says, how in the F 97
That
wins?
chop.
This guy has more wins than all the Guns and House of Black and Swerve combined.
Yeah, because he's that good.
Are you talking
Did you
about
see
Orange?
Did you see the chop that he just did?
He did a good one, huh?
Yeah, he went like this.
Wow, that's terrifying.
But maybe even a little softer.
Ooh.
On purpose.
Not the purpose.
Oh, Orange rolls to the outside. He wants to be out there with Cole. Oh, look at him hugging. Oh, Riley gets a hug.
Oh, yeah, he's a good guy.
We still have a match. I want to take steroids. Oh, wait.
Bronson says Robin has a mustache in the Birdcage in Cadillac Man.
Oh my god, the Birdcage. I forgot that movie existed.
Where he plays a gay guy.
Yeah, his husband or whatever in that movie, or wife, or whatever you call it, gays,
Yeah.
is the one that's in Modern Family.
Yeah.
He's the friend of the gays on that show, too.
Yes.
So is he really gay, or does he just play a very good gay?
I think he really is.
Oh, okay. Which is fine. I don't know who he is.
Me neither, but I'm guessing he might be. Ravi says, what you saying?
Why does he keep hugging her?
I don't know. Pico says, awkward. Oh my god, Ravi!
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
he
Drop
showed
kicked him.
up, I guess.
Who did?
Ravi did. He decided to wake up. Poor guy.
Right at the end.
Yeah, right at the end. Right at the end of Garbage Face. It happened.
Oh. Yeah, Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Don't tell Taz anything about
Yeah,
wrestling.
Ichabod.
Yeah.
Robbie says, what can I say? I had a great sleep.
I bet.
As you should. You should have great sleep.
Oh my god. JR's on there now.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize they put him out there.
Probably just for this match.
Oh.
Because it's so big. What the fuck?
That's probably why.
They have like 18 announcers for this match.
They have 18 announcers and half of them aren't any good.
They just let them all talk too. They're like, just get your words in whenever you can.
Sockface tries his hardest to make sure they can't. He really hates it when the rest of them talk. He fucking hates it.
Yeah, JR.
He hates it so much that he literally tries to talk over them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because he just wants to talk the whole time.
Yeah.
I listen in my ear and I'm like, God, he's still talking? It's all he fucking does is talk. It's like, dude, like there are other people there. You're not the everybody guy.
Right.
Like he tries to do not only the analyzing, play-by-play. He tries to be, I'm the only one out here that can do any of it kind of shit. Like he is the most annoying person on the planet.
Is he?
Yeah. Next to you.
What?
You guys are like tied.
Nobody can go that.
of them I just have to listen to once a week. The other one I'm here with all the time. I have to deal with 24/7.
You have to listen to me at least 3 times a week. Are you still talking?
7 days a week. 365, 24/7. You just talk. And then you start talking about really boring things that I don't care about. And I'm like, oh my God. He wants me to interact with him. And what's funny is that I'll start talking to you and you're just like, and I'm like, motherfucker, asshole. Like, I hardly ever have anything to say and you're like, no.
You never have anything to say?
I don't.
When you start talking, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that you talk. But you do repeat yourself when you start talking sometimes. And I'm like, okay.
Just like you.
She's going to say it again.
You repeat yourself all the time.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do.
Uh-uh.
Oh, totally.
Never.
Stop. You fucking do.
I tried to once, but it didn't work.
It's fine. You can pretend that it doesn't happen.
Right.
But it does
Because
all the
it
time.
Makes sense.
Every day. It's a constant crap out of your face hole. And you know what you do? You repeat even fucking stories, dude. And it's like, oh my God, I've heard this story before. And you're like, no, you haven't. Let me tell you again. For the 50th time. It's like, I know. And then I can't say that because I'm like, that's rude. So I'm like, yeah, that's great, hon. Tell me more about it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
How many conversations about baseball where I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Against my will, I know information. Bees, that was a whole nother one. Oh my God, I don't want to know. I know all this information about bees because you told me all the information. And not only once, but like 50 times.
Nothing wrong with bees.
No, there isn't anything wrong with bees.
So watch. Here. This is the one with the wheelchair. Watch.
There's goats.
Right here, see?
That guy's face. He's like, oh my God. What happened?
And she rolled so perfect at the end. Like she's not one. She hits and just rolls.
People's like, oh, I wish I was in a deep coma. I mean, nap. Deep coma might be nice. Bronson says Robin's character from Flubber looks like Mrs. Doubtfire with his glasses on.
Flubber. I don't think I've seen that
Flubber. Robbie says that everybody gay. Lauren Hendricks is laughing at us. Bronson says Eddie Murphy plays 7 characters in The Nutty Professor. He plays 8 characters in the sequel. He was supposed to play the salon woman in the sequel, but he couldn't due to scheduling. People is laughing, and Robbie says there are some commentators in football, aka ex-players, that chat shit. And Robbie's like, DLO, you repeat yourself also. I didn't say I didn't. Fucking repeat myself all the time. Why do I have to repeat myself? Because all I deal with in the chat and in my life is men. Boys. Dudes. And you know what happens with guys? They don't listen. You guys have no ear holes. It's like you just forget that you have ears to listen with. Like, oh, you mean my eyes? No, I mean your fucking ears. You gotta listen with your ears.
What?
Exactly. Richard says, what do you tell a woman with 2 black eyes? Oh, no.
What do you tell her?
Yeah.
She needs to listen better?
Nothing. You already told her twice. That's a terrible joke, Richard. Bronson says, Eddie Murphy also couldn't play the salon woman in A Nutty Professor 2 because the filmmakers felt like they were already beating him up with the amount of makeup he was in for all the other characters.
It's just such a weird show anyways. And then what's the other one? Norbert or whatever? Didn't he also redo Flubber? Or isn't Flubber like an old-fashioned movie that's been done a couple times?
It is an old-fashioned movie that's been done a few times. I would have to say that the old school one's probably way better than all the new ones. But personal opinion.
I haven't seen them, so I don't know. Is it like a bouncing compound that they invent?
Yes.
Or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he is a professor, and he does it for his, I think it's the college, or maybe it's high school, but it's a basketball team. And he invents it.
So they can jump.
And he wants to put it on the bottom of their shoes. This is the old one. I can't remember if the one with Robin Williams does the same thing. But anyway, so he does that, so it bounces. Mm-hmm. And then he invents a car that runs off of the flubber and it flies.
That's kind of cool. Sounds like an old Disney movie.
It is.
Oh, I'd watch that.
Yeah. It is actually pretty good.
I like
it. Has that guy, the movie The Darn Cat?
Yeah.
That movie, the guy in there that's the FBI agent guy that's allergic to him. Mm-hmm. He's the guy, I'm pretty sure it's him, that plays the guy in Flubber.
Right. Awesome. Oh, Orange Cassidy dropping bows. 1, 2, and nope, kicked him out. Poor Roderick. So are they going to cheat and make Orange lose?
I'm guessing even with his hugging of that guy.
Hugged O'Reilly.
Well, O'Reilly doesn't care. He's on their team now, right? So he's going to, do something to sabotage so they're not friends anymore.
Tickets to the gun show.
Robbie's like, it's not my fault, Dee, that you're terrible at reading the chat. I don't have to read it at all, really. You guys can just have no voices. Oh. Bronson says Eddie Murphy plays 3 characters in Norbert, and he uses 3 different voices for each character as well. Just as he did in The Nutty Professor.
Yeah, The Nutty Professors. God, both of those movies are stupid as fuck. I try to like them, but I don't like when he's more than one character. It's like the weird. Fatties.
Yeah.
With Portnoy.
Fatties.
With Portnoy. That's the actor.
Yeah.
Something so Portnoy. The Fatties.
Piccolo says Nutty Professor was Buddy Love. Robbie says 5 ants decided to move house and move into another house with another 5 ants. They became tenants.
Yeah.
It's usually what happens when people move into houses. If you rent.
10 ants.
They become 10 ants.
That's awesome. Look at Orange can't get up on his own.
Oh no, he's broken forever.
He's got to use that rope just to hold himself a little bit.
Can't do it, no. Bronson says in the movie when Robin catches Flubber, he says, Weebo, do you know what this is? She says, flying rubber. He says, that's what it is. It's Flubber. And then Flubber knocks him out.
So it gets a life of its own?
No. When it's in motion, it continues to keep in motion and get more motion. Right. So it bounces, but it'll bounce even more. And then ricochet and then flying all over the place and stuff. So yeah, you have to invent something to keep it under control.
Nice. Superman punch. Roderick's done. That's it. Sorry, Rod.
Wow. OC won. That's weird. Yeah. I'm surprised they let him win. Oh, look, he's got his jaundice issue.
They all do.
It's gross. You guys
look at his armpits.
You guys really need to do something about whoever does your fucking spray tan shit. Because you guys look gross.
This is old John D. He's got doll hair. So it even looks like doll hair. From a ways away.
Right?
If people don't know that, he does have doll hair.
Robbie says, D, where do you get such terrible jokes? I learned it from watching you, Robbie.
It's an excuse for drugs.
And bad jokes.
Excuse for bad
and for bad jokes. Bronson says Rick Baker did Eddie Murphy's makeup for Coming to America, The Nutty Professor, and Norbit. He did Jim Carrey makeup for The Grinch. He did Adam Sandler's makeup for Click. He's a legend, apparently.
Who's the guy that did the Terminator, or not Terminator, the Predator's makeup?
Yeah, he did the Predator's
So when they first did the Predator, he looked 100% different, and they actually recorded some scenes with him. And Arnold's like, it looks funny. Like, it doesn't look scary. It
Right.
doesn't look intimidating. It's
Yeah.
this big, like, velociraptor looking thing. You know, it didn't scare them. Oh, here comes Don Callis and his family.
He needs to talk to Orange Cassidy out there, maybe. Oh, he wants to say something to him.
How big of a loser he is.
Ooh, but he won. You can't call him a loser now. Robbie's gross. He made a gross joke.
About Don Callis' head.
Possibly.
Look at that. I think he literally
Sharpied that
took
one
a
in
sharp.
weird.
I think it's just a Sharpie like line.
This time? Yeah. He must have Sharpied this one tonight. Robbie's joke is, why did the baker have brown hands?
Because he was rolling the dough.
He needed a poo.
Nice.
Yeah. Exactly. Gross, dude.
He's finger painting with tube. That's in the first
That's nasty. Stop it.
Terrifier.
Oh my god.
He writes
it
all
is.
over the bathroom walls with poop.
That's true. He does. That does happen. Oh no, he's being saved by old Ken
Oh god,
Vance.
his necklace came off.
He's like, that's my jewelry. I spent $4 on that at an estate sale, bitch.
Oh, kicked him right in the guts. Not in the
Oh,
guts.
no,
Oh
not
no,
his
he's got
guts.
surgically repaired guts.
Bronson says Eddie Murphy had to put ice cubes in his throat to make Rasputin's voice. He did that to help him make a raspy, high-pitched voice. There you go.
Whatever you gotta do.
Piccolo's like, bruv, chain broke. Yeah,
That's all
bruv's chain broke. What a jerk. Ruining people's jewelry.
Oh, that was a stunner. Not a Superman punch, no.
Oh no,
Roman
run away.
Reigns in the house.
That other guy took his necklace and ran. It's like, I need my necklace, man. My mommy bought it for me.
That's worth $14.77. Money don't grow on trees.
Oh, it's still in there. He's like, I really need my chain, guys. My Grammy gave it to me. It's my grandpa's heirloom. He had it in his butt during the war.
Uh-oh, triple threat match.
Ooh, Tripoli's. Ooh, take it with you. He's like, that's mine in my baggy pants.
Kenny's no longer in the World Championship picture. Now he's got to go after weird international titles.
Yeah, he's got to be all strange and weird. Ooh, look at him. Ew, he's like, oh, not me, him. Ooh, I'm a GM. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm so good.
Robbie says the Nutty Professor, he was annoying playing so many characters.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. The old one isn't bad.
Don't get me wrong, I used to love Eddie Murphy. Like, love. But he's done some bombs lately. Even that Christmas one wasn't even that good. It was okay, but it wasn't that good. Where he goes to that place under the freeway.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a magic shop /
Yeah.
Christmas store. And they shrink people.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of have
Mixed feelings.
very mixed feelings about any of his movies anymore. I don't really pay much attention to him. Did you, when you turned this on, did you listen to see how much?
It was at 70.
Okay,
When
so it's
I
probably
turned
at
it on.
50 or something. All right. Let's see. One more. Bronson said Jim Carrey wore contact lenses while he was playing the Grinch. Eddie Murphy wore contact lenses while playing the Vampire in Brooklyn. They both said wearing contacts wasn't comfortable. True that. Piccolo says, good night, chop. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on this great Wednesday night for AEW Dynamite. We'll be back again on Friday for Smack the Downeth of Downs. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you on Friday.